Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and just want to thank all of our witnesses for being with us today. I wanted to start with the nexus of trade and climate. In 2022, Democrats passed the Inflation Reduction Act, which is the most significant federal investment in U.S. history to tackle the climate crisis and to strengthen American energy security. It enables the U.S. to cut greenhouse gas emissions by 40% and invest billions of dollars to enable American manufacturers of steel, cement, aluminum, and other high-emitting industries to decarbonize. So combined with the bipartisan infrastructure law, the industrial sector is expected to see the largest emissions reduction after the power industry. Many businesses across the country are doing the right thing by using green energy and making processes more efficient, but their competitors in certain foreign countries are taking advantage of weaker environmental regulations to undercut American industries. And as a result, American jobs in important sectors have been lost to countries like China and India, where production is 3 to 4 times as carbon intensive. That's why I believe that Congress should act to pass legislation like the Clean Competition Act that I recently introduced with Senators Whitehouse and Representatives Don Beyer, Kathy Castor, and Ami Bera to drive down carbon emissions globally and level the playing field for American workers by imposing a border fee on high carbon products. Ambassador Shea, in a 2022 Politico article, your former boss and our former Trade Representative Bob Lighthizer under President Trump, he was quoted as saying, "When you let polluters sell in your market without a border adjustment, you're losing U.S. jobs and competing industries, and essentially you are subsidizing the polluters. This makes no sense." And I wondered just kind of what are your general views about the value of a carbon border adjustment tariff, and how do you think we should move forward?
Well, thank you for the question, Congresswoman. As a general matter, I don't have a problem with a carbon border adjustment. If countries have very low environmental standards and are getting an advantage on price and export trade as a result of that and hurting U.S. producers who have to abide by higher environmental standards, I think a carbon border adjustment properly structured could help level the playing field both for businesses and workers in the United States. I know that at the WTO, before we left, we submitted a proposed General Counsel decision that would clarify that the agreement on subsidies and countervailing measures would allow a member to bring a countervailing duty against another member who had an environmental regime below a fundamental threshold of acceptability. I agree with, of course I agree with Bob Lighthizer, my former boss, but I think carbon border adjustment, I'm glad to see there's more bipartisan support growing around that concept in the Congress.